Welcome to the deep dive.
Great to be here.
Today we're tackling a common tech question. Nvidia Shield TV or the Shield TV Pro?
Yep, the standard tube is about $150, the Pro is $200.
So the big question is, should you save that $50 or is the Pro really worth that extra cash for you?
Exactly. We've looked into it, and the first thing to get out there is that for just watching stuff, Netflix, Disney Plus, whatever.
The basics.
Right, the basics. Both of these are, frankly, kind of overkill already.
Okay.
They have the exact same brain,
Yep.
the Tegra X1 Plus processor. It's a beast.
And they both do the fancy stuff. 4K HDR, Dolby Vision, Atmos.
All of it. And that AI upscaling, too, which is a signature Shield feature.
That's the thing that makes like regular HD look sharper on a 4K TV.
Precisely. It works surprisingly well. So yeah, for pure streaming, performance is identical. Flawless on both.
Okay, so if the core experience is the same, where does the $50 actually go? What's different under the hood?
It really boils down to two main things.
Uh-huh.
Internal specs and connectivity.
Specs first, then.
Okay. The standard tube model. That gets you 2 gigabytes of RAM and 8 gigs of storage.
And the Pro?
The Pro bumps that up. You get 3 gigs of RAM and 16 gigs of storage.
Only 1 extra gigabyte of RAM. Does that actually make a difference if I'm just firing up Netflix?
Honestly, for just watching a single streaming app, probably not. You likely won't notice.
But
That extra gig really starts to matter if you push it harder. Think multitasking between apps, running some heavier Android games, or, getting into console emulation.
okay. So it stops things from closing in the background quite so much.
Exactly. Makes the whole experience feel smoother if you're doing more than just basic streaming. More headroom for power users.
Got it. Now, storage and expansion, 8 gigs on the standard isn't a lot.
It's enough for your main streaming apps, usually.
Yeah.
But yeah, for expansion, the standard tube has a micro SD card slot.
Which is okay. But the Pro does something different.
Yeah, the Pro ditches the micro SD slot entirely. Instead, it gives you 2 full-size USB 3.0 ports.
Okay. USB 3.0, that sounds much more useful.
It absolutely is. That's a huge advantage for the Pro. You can plug in external hard drives, proper keyboards, webcams, USB TV tuners. Loads more flexibility.
Right. External drives are key for media collectors. But couldn't I just use a big micro SD card on the standard model for, say, running a media server?
Well, that brings us to probably the single biggest reason someone absolutely needs the Pro.
Which is?
The Pro model can reliably run a full Plex media server. The standard one just can't, not properly.
Why not the micro SD slot?
Yeah, the micro SD interface just isn't fast or reliable enough for the constant read-write demands of a server like Plex. You'd likely run into buffering issues, performance problems.
Right.
It's not designed for that workload. The USB 3.0 ports on the Pro, however, are perfect for connecting a fast drive to host your media library.
Okay, so that's a clear dividing line. If you want your Shield to be the central hub for your own media, streaming it around your house.
You need the Pro. It's basically non-negotiable for a Plex server setup. That feature alone is the decider for many people.
So the Pro isn't just a slightly faster streamer. It can actually be the server itself. That's a big difference.
It's a completely different capability, yeah.
And one interesting side note from the sources, apparently, both models are built like tanks.
Huh. Yeah, they mention that. Like old Nokia phones from 2005. Seriously durable hardware, whichever one you pick. Rock solid build quality.
Good to know. Okay, so let's distill this down. What's the final advice for someone listening?
It's actually pretty straightforward, depending on what you need.
All right, scenario 1. I just want the best possible streaming box for Netflix, Disney Plus, maybe YouTube. I want that great AI upscaling. That's it.
Save the $50. Get the standard Shield TV tube. It's more than powerful enough for pure streaming.
Right.
It's technically sufficient.
Okay. Scenario 2. I want that USB flexibility for plugging in drives or accessories. Maybe I want to do some more serious Android gaming or emulation, OR, and this is the big one. I want to run my own Plex media server.
Then you absolutely spend the extra $50 and get the Shield TV Pro. The USB ports and the Plex server capability make it worth every penny in those cases.
Makes sense. The Pro offers potential the standard just doesn't have.
Exactly.
So thinking about that, the Pro's key advantages, the Plex server, the USB ports, they really cater to the media enthusiast, the power user, right?
Definitely.
Which brings up a final thought for you to consider. When does it make more sense to buy for what you actually need right now, that technical sufficiency of the standard model, versus paying extra for technical potential in the Pro model that maybe you might never fully use?
That's the $50 question, isn't it? Something to chew on.